into Zoom. We are going to do a sitting practice today. So we haven't done this one for a long time. So find a comfortable sitting position. That can be on the floor, on a chair, wherever you feel pretty comfortable. Make sure that if you're on a chair, it's stable. And just give your body a little bit of a move, a little bit of a stretch if you need a stretch to start off with. We're just still letting people in here on Zoom. Okay, let's do some breathing. I'm going to jump on the floor. So comfortable sitting. As I say, if you're on a chair, get your sits bones nice and strong on the floor or on the chair. Somewhere where you are going to be able to sit comfortably for the next 30 minutes, the next half hour. And just work on lengthening the spine. So the idea of just lifting from the crown upwards. And pay attention that we're not over tightening any part of the trunk. So quite often it's very easy just to become rigid in this sitting position. So you think, oh yeah, I've got a good posture, but actually you become really rigid. So really work on the structure of where you need to be strong, but actually where you can soften and relax. So let's just do a body scan down from the crown of the head. And the crown, you can bring your middle fingers, just pop them on the top there. Maybe just tap that little point there. Crown of the head. So the chin is slightly tucked, not tightening the throat. And let's just work down from the crown. So the scalp. And then almost spiral down, so around the back of the head, so in the base of the skull, the forehead. Eye sockets. Keeping the eyes open for this, but just a soft gaze. And I know wearing glasses for reading, quite often we can start to tense the eyes, or once those eye muscles get a little bit weaker, you're doing quite a lot with the eyes. So see if you can just soften the eyes, soften the eye sockets, the muscles around the eyes, the eyebrows. And then the jaw, come down to the jaw. And the cheekbones. And the lips. Notice at this point where the tongue position is in the mouth. Don't necessarily change anything for the moment, just be aware. And then shoulders. And if you feel any tightness or tension in the shoulders, just check the position of the head, because if you get your head balanced on top of the spine, the shoulders just automatically sit back and drop and relax. If the head is forwards, if everything's coming forwards, the shoulders start to create, so I have to do more work. So maybe just give the head a little bit of a nod so you can let those shoulders go and relax, soften. And then bring your attention down to the whole of the rib cage, the front of the rib cage, the side of the rib cage, lower ribs and the back of the rib cage. Just see if you can soften the rib cage. And here you can notice the breath. So just notice the breath in the whole of this, the rib cage, in the lungs. Not changing anything, not forcing anything. Not pulling the breath in or pushing the breath out. Just let the body breathe naturally. And then bring your attention down to the belly. Now you can keep your hands resting on your thighs or on your legs, or if you want, you can just put your hands on your belly. Whatever feels good, whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels right for you. And again, at this point, just notice the breath. So notice how this area, the belly area, how it responds to that natural breath in and that natural breath out. And also not just the belly coming forwards and back towards the spine, but this belly area, or this area here, think about that whole container around, from the lower back, around the sides, and even into the hips. So notice how this whole area responds to a natural breath in and a natural breath out. So quite often we're told to breathe into the belly, but again, remembering logically, you can't physically breathe air into the belly. If you're breathing into any particular part of the body, so breathing into the hips, breathing into the belly, then it's actually the response of that area to the diaphragm moving down to the rib cage expanding. So it's like that, it's like a knock-on effect. It's like the absorption or the response of the force from the breath in. Force in a good way, not in a pushing way, not in a forceful way. And now let's just increase the volume ever so slightly. So we're going to take some conscious control of the breath, but we're going to slow the breath down and get that idea of the spine waves. So if you've done the class before, when we've done these big spine waves with the extending and flexing of the spine, Just have an idea of that subtle spine wave now. So just slightly increase the volume of air that you breathe in, and we're breathing in through the nose. So you get belly, ribs here, and that little lift of the sternum. So you're just expanding the rib cage a little bit more. Also the head gives that little nod and balances on top of the spine as well. And then as you breathe out, you soften back down. So just in your own time, follow that idea of belly, ribs and chest, head balance, and then soften back down. So as you're breathing in, the spine is lengthening and extending. As you breathe out, you're keeping tall, but you're softening and relaxing. And even if you feel no movement, just visualize that movement. Visualize that very subtle undulating, it's a good word, undulating spine wave. Subtle breathing today. So slightly increased volume, but we're slowing the breath. But the breath is still quiet, we're not pulling or pushing. Follow 2 more breaths. And then just sit in stillness for a moment, just allowing the breath to be natural, not focusing on the breath. Still keeping eyes open, soft gaze. Just by sitting and keeping tall through the spine, you're doing strength training, you're strengthening this upper body posture. So you can train your muscles in different ways. You can train them by contracting the muscles, so that's strengthening muscles. But you can also train your strength by holding a posture in what is called isometric contraction. So we're not tensing the body, but you're strengthening by lifting from the crown. The longer you can sit like this and not like this, it really helps to strengthen the muscles. So that then when you take this into your walking, into your running, into your moving, you don't have to force your body, or you don't have to become rigid in the body to hold yourself up. Okay, bring your hands together. Just get your fingers interlocked like that, and just bring your hands together in front of your chest. Just noticed how yellow my fingers are with all my turmeric I was cutting this morning, so I've got terribly yellow hands here. Hands together in front of the chest. So you're about 6 inches away from the chest, not too tight to the body, not too far away at the moment. Shoulders relaxed and down. And then bring hands out. So it's almost like you've got a ball, so you're not locking your elbows there, soft elbows. And then you breathe in. So as the hands come towards the chest, breath in. Rotate the hands and then push out. So now you can do that nice stretch through the arms, breath out. So again, the breath is silent here. I'm not pushing and pulling, but we're just coordinating movement with the breath. And then rotate, breathe in. Breathe out. And go in your own pace. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, if this is a little bit too quick for you or a bit slow for you, just go at your own breath pace. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. In. Out. In. Out. Keep tall through the spine. Nice flowing movement and flowing breath. Two more. And then just rest the arms back down. What is good about some of the things we're doing today, just in this sitting practice, is that we say, oh, if you're working at your desk, always get up, walk around, do some movement. But if you don't have time, and we should have time, but it's easy just at your desk just to do a few of those if you are just sitting, if you just need to stretch out a little bit. Move around a bit if you need to, make sure you're comfortable, make sure we're not rigid. And we'll do a similar one where you've got your hands down here, fingers together. And we'll breathe in as we come up. So you come up chest height and then you spiral the arms and reach up. And you can have a little look up as well. And then you come back down as you breathe out. Again, those arms are tumbling, spiraling down through the body. So let's do that together. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. In. Out. Now just find your own rhythm in. Just let the breath flow naturally in and out through the nose. You might notice a little pause at the bottom, that's fine. And you might get a little pause at the top, that's fine, but no holding of breath, no breath holds in this particular practice. Just watch as you get to the top that you don't start to tighten the shoulders. So shoulders relax there. Let's do a couple more. This is nice because it's oiling the wrists as well, so we often get a lot of tightness and tension in the wrist, particularly again if you're on a laptop or on your phones, your thumbs and your wrists can get tight. And then just let your arms rest wherever you find comfortable, palms up, palms down. Feel the shoulders, feel how good maybe those shoulders feel there. And again, just check in with your grounding, so nice and stable on the ground, on the floor, on the chair. And lifting and lengthening through the crown. Just a soft gaze with the eyes. Tune in with the breath. And just bring your attention back to that very subtle wave breathing, but now without increasing the volume, just as with your natural volume, your natural breath. And again, if you don't necessarily do the movement, sense the movement, sense that wave. As you breathe in, the spine lengthens and extends. And then as you breathe out, we keep tall, but the ribcage softens and relaxes. And staying with that visualization or that sense, bring your palms together. Imagine that you've just got a soft ball in between the hands. And as you breathe in, comes up the body, you're bringing your arms up the body. And then as you breathe out, you're just coming down and forward. So if I just show you quickly from the side, you're breathing in, up. So that spine wave is lengthening up, and then as you're coming down, you're just bringing your arms slightly forward, keeping soft, keeping the shoulders relaxed. So it's almost like you're turning a wheel, you're turning that breath, or you're turning that energy, internal energy inside the body. Connect the tongue, the tip of the tongue, to the roof of the mouth. Now that's not pointing the tip up, it's just let the tongue rest comfortably on the roof of the mouth as you're doing this. So you're breathing in and out. Continuous smooth movement. Continuous smooth breathing. Visualize as you are breathing in that spine wave. Shoulders relaxed, arms soft. And then just do one more. And relax there. What I find interesting when you spend time doing simple movements like that is tuning into where you might find like micro tensions in the body. So I might feel it in my hip a little bit because my right hip gets a little bit tight. What is really interesting just in this practice, just as I was doing it then, and of course this is anecdotal, but it's my experience, is I found tension here in this finger and in this thumb. So I was really trying to relax my right hand and finger. And I was just thinking, yesterday or Sunday, it was pouring with rain. We had torrential rain down here and I was out running and got caught in the rain. And it's like, what's the point of stopping? Soaking wet. And it was actually really nice. It was really invigorating. That finger, my fingers went white. So about an hour afterwards, obviously the blood circulation came back. That finger, when I'm doing my cold showers and when I had that time out in the cold rain, took the longest for my circulation to come back. And I was just then, as I was doing that, going, oh look, a little bit of tension there, a little bit of tension there. It might be nothing, it might be totally coincidental, but relaxing and releasing and allowing the energy to flow is just allowing the blood to flow back into those points, to bring energy and to bring oxygen into those points. So just a little anecdotal story which I noticed just doing that movement just there. So it's little things like that that you want to tune into if you can, when you're really tuning into your body sensing. Okay, just sit comfortably. And now just for the last 30 seconds, if you're comfortable, just close your eyes. And just really tune into that subtle, easy breathing. Feel that physical sensation, slightly cooler air coming in through the nose. Slightly warmer leaving. Bring a sense of calm and stillness to the body. If you feel you're comfortable, just pop the hands on the belly again. Anchoring your breath at this point, centering yourself at the belly. And then at the top of the next in-breath, you can do a slightly fuller breath in. Open your eyes, bit of a stretch. However you need to stretch, you might want to do a little bit of a rotation. And we will finish there. Just to say, Lunch and Learn is back on Friday, which is great news because we haven't had one for a while. So I've got Linda Camerata joining me again. Linda that did the sleep lunch and learn with her husband Larry. Linda's doing a Qigong practice. So what is really fascinating, we were talking about this yesterday, many of you will know I'm going in practicing to be a teacher of Qigong. I'm coming at the Qigong at the minute very much from a physical movement, the breath work and everything. Linda's got loads of experience in teaching Qigong. She was a nurse. She teaches yoga, so she's going to be talking a lot more about the energies. So this will be a really great Qigong class. So there'll be a lot of practical stuff as well. So please do sign up for that on Friday at 1 o'clock UK time. And if you can't make it, still sign up to make sure that you get all of the emails to give you the playbacks as well. So I'll see you Thursday anyway, hopefully for the movement. But for the time being, have a great day. Thank you for your time and attention, and see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.